everyone, my name is Irene and welcome to my channel Leafing Around. You are now in my garden, a backyard of about 500 square feet in Malaysia. And today I'm gonna give you a tour of my garden. If you're into tropical plants and tropical gardens, this is the video for you. Now I have to say I hesitated a bit before making the video because I thought the garden is not yet ready, it's not yet complete, there's still so much work to be done. But then I came to realize that the garden is forever evolving and a work in progress. So let me just share with you my work in progress of about 200 species of plants I think that I've got. I've never actually counted. And if you're into Philodendrons, Anthuriums, Alocasia, Ferns, Heliconias, Bromeliads, anything, it's all here in the video today. So sit back and enjoy. So we're gonna start here with the green wall where I am standing. This is practically a wall where I put up plants I can't figure out where to put on the floor. Let's see, I'd like to introduce you to this fern. This is a variegated fern and its patterns are really amazing, especially if you expose it to more light, the stronger pattern will emerge. This is an Anthurium whose name has escaped me. And we have a collection of Philodendrons, staghorns. And then this one here is a lonely Alocasia leaf, the Alocasia mellow. It has managed to survive out here exposed to the rain every day. And I think it's because I give it very fast draining soil, so it doesn't mind to be rained on several times a day. Then we have some simple pothos that I'm quite happy because they're like giving me little half moon leaves. They're quite cute. And here I have the black Miranda hidden inside. And then there's Scindapsus. That's this silver one. It's a gift. Here is the regular prayer plant, the Miranda. That's the colorful version. And some jungle boogie. And this one is my favorite, the big fat Homalomena. It's just so cute and chubby. I absolutely love it. And the good thing is they are quite readily available. Then we have here its darker cousins. It's got darker leaves. This one is looking a little smaller. I think maybe I could feed it more and hopefully it will grow bigger like that. Next, we have a collection of dump cane. I don't know if that's politically not correct, but okay, let's call it Dieffenbachia. So Dieffenbachia can be really huge. This one here, I think, is called Dieffenbachia Mary, and its patterns are really quite amazing. And this one is a different one. This is a Dieffenbachia whose name I don't know, but its pattern, I love it so much because it reminds me of the military camouflage. And the amazing thing I have to show you, I'll pick it up from my floor here. This is a Homalomena whose leaf is so similar. They're practically the same pattern as the Dieffenbachia. So yeah, I just find it quite amazing that different species of plants and yet very, very similar looking leaf patterns. This one here is a mini variegated fern, and I've paired it here also with another fern that's really curly. Come in closer, look. The edges are just really gorgeous and wavy on this one. And now let's come up. This one is, I think, of a Bromeliad family, and it's not as red as I liked it to be because I don't have enough sun. The problem with my area is just way too shady. So I wish the red would pop up more. And behind here you see my giant monstera. So this leaf is quite perfect, I think. And now let's come to the front here. I have a bunch of Cordyline here, hoping to add a pop of color because everything else here is pretty green. This is Cordyline kiwi, I think. It's got really nice, beautiful neon and dark green and pink edges running alongside. And then this one here, I think this is the Cordyline cream chocolate or something like that, and I just love the color. It does remind me of chocolate and cream or latte. Super yummy. Behind here we have some sort of fern. It's quite interesting, the shape. It's like a rugby ball. It's not too easy to come by, but yes, I wish I know the name. If you do know what it's called, please drop it in the comments below. And now let's go down here and have a look what we have. More Dieffenbachias. Dieffenbachias, I feel maybe a bit underrated. It's true that people have a lot of fear because it's poisonous and you know you should never eat it, but I know very well that I will make sure no one in my family will eat it, and we don't have any pets, so it's fine. I'm perfectly okay to keep them. And they usually can grow into very huge leaves, and they're pretty fast free and really easy to propagate too. Oh wait, I just missed out here. There is a begonia whose name also escaped me, but I promise I'll find out and let you know. The leaves can be wonderfully huge, and this one I've left it to the ground. So the problem with leaving your plants all outdoors, they do get attacked by pests quite a lot. Okay, let's move on. And here we have the Calathea Geostar. It's a ever favorite with this nice pop of red underneath, like the Louboutin. And then this is a mystery. I don't know what this is. It's a philodendron of sort. Oh yes, this one I have to show you. This is one of my favorite. The shape, the structure is truly spectacular. It's got like fingers. It used to be called funban or philodendron goldii, but it's no longer that, and I promised to look up this new name for you. Here we have Alocasia wentii. Its leaves could be enormous, and also beautiful underside, dark burgundy, purpley. I really love that about this Alocasia. And now we turn to this another philodendron that's quite huge. I just love huge leaves because I feel like they do a better job of making the garden more lush. And if you come this way, okay, this one is what it's supposed to look like, the normal leaf, but lately it's been churning out leaves that has splotches of neon yellow. Don't get too excited. I don't think it's variegation. I wish it was, but I think it's more likely a case of I've over-fertilized it or maybe burnt it. If you have any idea what these spots are, do let me know. Okay, now here is a real variegated plant. If you come slowly down to the bottom, this is the variegated burley marks. It's really quite pretty. It has been churning out really beautiful variegation, and it's fairly easy to care for it too. I've just dumped it outside here. The only problem is I think the grasshopper or the snails really love to eat it, so I've got really crappy looking leaves. Oh, and here down there is the Cercestis mirabilis. This is the baby one. I've got a bigger one down there. If you see, it's tucked away in here. Okay, a little bit misshapen. The problem is leaving the plants outdoor. They do get more exposed to attacks by pests. So my leaves are not in perfect condition, but hey, that's what nature is. This is my favorite. It is just really gorgeous with the ribbed leaves and then this border around it, and I will drop the name of this plant somewhere in the label and the video because it escapes my mind now. This is another type of Homalomina, and I'm very ashamed to also say I don't know the name, so I'll skip it. This is the Calathea zebrina, and I fell in love with this plant maybe about a year ago, but I have real problems with it because it started browning, curling up, and I've decided to just stop babying it. It's now sitting outside and it's doing quite okay. It just doesn't like the weather to be too hot. So yeah, I thought, you know, the plant should just man up and stay outside instead of being babied all the time. This one, I think they name it a Caladium now. At first I thought it was a Calathea. This was, it's really weird shape. It went dormant for a really long time and then came back to life. Let me just show you. So this was the stump that I had for about 6 months. And finally it has sprouted out one leaf. That's a Philodendron gloriosum. And then an Alocasia here. Oh, but what I'm excited about is this palm. Not sure if you're into palms, but this one, the Liquala, I feel it's just truly spectacular. It's got this speckles, reminds me of the galaxy. This plant is endemic to Sarawak in Borneo, and that's where I'm from. I'm very proud of it. It's not so easy to come by. And this is, oh, I've made a video on palms if you're interested. The link is above. And now we come down to the Calathea orbifolia. They are just the cutest too. These huge, big, fat leaves. Beautiful patterns. Now we move up to here. There are some ferns. This one is also a fern. It's quite sturdy, like it's hard and stiff, almost succulent-like. Up here I have my Anthurium regale. This one I mulled over for a long time thinking whether I should buy it. Finally I gave in to the temptation. And we have the Alocasia, you've guessed it, this is the Zebrina, more well known for its stem. And that's what the leaf looks like. There is an Alocasia pink dragon hiding here. And that's the pink stem. Now we move on to the Alocasia cuprea. This one is really quite huge and spectacular. And look at the underleaf. The underside is a bright, amazing burgundy color. This one takes a while to appreciate. At first I thought it really looked like an alien. It's quite scary looking, but I've grown to appreciate it now. I left it outside, exposed to the rain, and you know what? It's doing okay. I've got it in a very well draining mix. There's no soil, just perlite, bark, leca balls, and it's loving it. This is Philodendron McDowell, often mistaken for the pastazanum. And here we have the Dieffenbachias reflector. It's got this very bright line right in the middle and very spectacular speckles. Basically, I like stuff that has speckles. And moving on here, we see, I like to point out this Begonia to you. I think it's Begonia polensis. It's big and huge and round and amazing texture. And here we have Scindapsus. And moving back so you could see what this entire place looks like. Now we move on to my little pond here where I have pockets of Caladiums. I used to have more, but now it rains every day. There's hardly any sun. They're kind of going into dormancy. This is my Alocasia Guinea Gold. I just repotted it a few days ago and I think it doesn't like to be disturbed, so the roots are a little droopy. Bromeliads, Alocasia lime gecko, I think it's called. And then more Bromeliads. And let's take a look here. quite sure what this ball of plant is, and it has even tiny flowers. Jungle boogie, it's pretty neon colors. I want to show you a favorite of mine. This one, I think it's called Herbaceae. Sorry if I can't pronounce that correctly, but I've managed to not kill it. It's thriving very well in this spot where it's shaded by other taller plants. And I could move back here for you. This is what we call bunga kantan in Malaysia. This is the bud. I haven't got one in full bloom now, that's a shame, but this is edible. And that's my dead Ridley. It's now just a ball. Very sorry. And more Philodendrons. I was gonna say pina colada, but it's not it. I think I got it now. The pina patita, I think. Anyway, I love its gorgeous split in the leaves. And now let's move on to over here. There, that's my top 2 favorite palm. This is the Liquala cordata. It's quite mesmerizing because it's completely round. So this is also a palm that's endemic to Sarawak, and it's just a showstopper. What else do we have here? A tiny, well, not tiny, this is quite a huge leaf begonia. And here, Raphirodora, and this hanging fish scale-like tree, which I will give you the name and the label. I have a staghorn here. This one's not doing too bad. Let me step out so you can have a better look. Yeah, I'm quite proud of it. I also did not kill this one. I like this one here. This used to be a ball of Ridley, the staghorn Ridley, and then it died, and then ferns grew on it instead. So yeah, sometimes plant evolves in ways you cannot imagine. Speaking of ferns, I love ferns in general. They are just so graceful and lends a nice touch of lush and tropical into any jungle. So the fern that you see hanging out there, I think its origin is from Thailand. And then I have tree ferns here. And actually I have more plants inside which I don't get to see now because they're hidden by the fern. I have here the Dieffenbachias, more ferns at the bottom, and then my Philodendron bilite, maybe that's how you say it. They've gone quite big. This is my Lanai, and this is where I keep most of my begonia. Please don't ask me to name it. Okay, I know this one, Candy Stripe. This one is variegated with pink of sort. Angel wing, maybe. Oh yes, and I'm pretty good at with the iron cross. These have grown a lot bigger than I expected, and it's doing quite well in this corner, getting partial light. The escargot, this one I find it a little bit more fussy, but then they started to thrive when I gave it more light. Yes, the elbow, I got it via a trade, so I'm a really lucky girl. This is the Anthurium, I think it's called Wave of Love or something like that. And then here, this is meant to be a place to sit, but I ended up filling it with plants because I just don't know where to put them. So this is a collection of more Begonia. This is not the iron cross, this is kind of like a hybrid. Then the Anthurium crystallinum, the maculatas, and what else? Yeah, lots of polka dots. And an Alocasia pops up here. And then sharing with you the rest of the Lanai, what it looks like. It's kind of evening now, so yeah, I have the lights turned on. This is my Lanai. Sometimes I work out here or have my breakfast. And let's take a look at what's at the centerpiece. This is the Begonia Irene. So I've just in my previous video shown how I've propagated this, and also in my last video I was propagating this too. I just want to show you now what it looks like. This is propagated in water, and as you can see, there's some very nice roots now. Good. Whoops. Okay. And here I have more plants. This is, yeah, plants that's primarily a mix of Anthuriums and Philodendrons that I'm babying a little bit. I've put them under partial shade. And this Vichii, which got me very worried because it hasn't been rooted very well yet, but it's still alive. Glorious, Bromeliads, Alocasia archino, more Anthuriums, Magnificum, X something, and yeah, basically. So that is my backyard. We've reached the end of the tour now, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you like this sort of content, do consider subscribing, and do look out for my next video where I'll take you through the thinking behind the design of a tropical garden. Till next time, bye bye.